It's okay. Hello. Got my mic. So I used some Christmas money to get Minecraft. My friends were like, "You should get Minecraft. It's totally." Ah, what happened to my axe? Fucking drowned. My friend was like, "Get Minecraft. It's awesome. We like to build." I was just like, "Okay." So I got Minecraft. There's drowned all over the place here. Boom. I'm gonna have to make another fucking sword. Or not a sword, an axe. Dolphin dies. Whee! My ears are sweaty. Is that bad? Probably. But we're gonna ignore it for right now. Try to build this dock. Out on the dock. Trying another sheep to breed. Ooh. Hello. Seed for the chickens, because we want to breed the chickens too. I'm gonna build these guys a coop eventually. I'm guessing you don't breed pigs. Oh yeah, you breed pigs with carrots. Oh, weeding a cow bone meals it now. That's awesome. That's actually cool. Unfortunately, those cows are getting raised to slaughter. Mwahaha. Where did my stone go? There's easier ways to get that. This is my stone! This is my stone! I cast shovel to the face! I need to go get inside. Luckily, shovel to the face usually always works. Actually, I'll get some from the cave. God, I lit all this up. Okay, that wasn't a creeper. Oh, son of a... Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Well, I'm gonna have to kill that zombie, but I forgot. Yam has a bed in here. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! How the fuck? Dear Jesus, please let Shovel to the Face win! Why does the zombie hate him? At this point, I'm just gonna... Actually, I'm doing that. One moment. Game. Cheats on. Burn, fuckers! Oh shit, he's not... Oh no. Well, at least all of them are gonna die. Yeah, these fucking zombies are pissing me off. Turn that off. And do keep inventory on. Well, they're dead. Did you just despawn? I don't trust that. That zombie was wearing gold armor. I don't trust it. Okay. Let's go get down to business. This is my house. This is my buddy's house. Oh fuck! No! Yes, please, come out here and burn to death. What the fuck? God, fucking, I can't go through there or else I'll pick up all his shit. I have to pick up yeah, why the fuck didn't you put torches in your house? Fuck it, it's fucked. I'll have to fix it. What the fuck? Okay, first off, before I well, actually, ooh. Please tell me I at least grab the chests. Okay, I grabbed the chests. That's good. Gotta put all... Why the... Gotta grab all of this before it despawns. Bones. There's two Nautilus shells. Mine. Where did his crafting table go? Or did it just get blown to hell? Actually, I can make torches in here. And sacrifice the birch. Hello?
Hey, how's Diana?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it's just me. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm going to give you a... Would you rather work tonight overnight and not have to work tomorrow, or would you rather work tomorrow?
I've kind of been up all day today.
Oh, okay. They're just short, because we had 2 extra trucks this week, so they're super short-handed. So I told them I'd call and see what you wanted to do.
Well...
If you were too... you do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's late in the day.
Okay.
PSTs, we know what it's like to jump feet first into hell. We'll be just fine without you. Come on, man. For democracy. We need reinforcements. I'm begging you, bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox. Wait, dude. You're losing the Galactic War. We've got it under control. Yeah, we don't need you. The automatons are kicking your trash. We have the reserves you need to turn the tide in this war. Plus, we're ODSTs. We know what it's like to jump feet first into hell. We'll be just fine without you.
Okay, there's...
Democracy. We need reinforcements. I'm begging you, bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox. No, wait, dude. You're losing the Galactic War. We've got it under control. Yeah, we don't need you. The automatons are kicking your trash. We have the reserves you need to turn the tide in this war. Plus, we're ODSTs. We know what it's like to jump feet first into hell. We'll be just fine without you. Come on, man. For democracy. We need reinforcements. I'm begging you, bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox. No, wait, dude. You're losing the Galactic War. We've got it under control. Yeah, we don't need you. The automatons are kicking your trash. We have the reserves you need to turn the tide in this war. Plus, we're ODSTs. We know what it's like to jump feet first into hell. We'll be just fine without you. Come on, man. For democracy. We need reinforcements. I'm begging you, bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox. No, wait, dude. You're losing the Galactic War.
Okay, let's see. It is currently 4 o'clock. I got 3 hours.
Automatons are kicking your trash. We have the reserves you need.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go. Well,
I'm begging you, bring Helldivers subscription to get started for free. And if you love the free version, Rocket Money even has premium features that gives you more tools to manage your finances even better. So once again, that's rocketmoney.com/Astrocross to get started on maximizing your savings today. Guys, Rockets have been good for so long. And this season, with Artifact mods, they're even better. They work perfectly as burst DPS.
probably be playing for another hour. Well, that was a call I wasn't expecting. I'll probably be playing for probably till 5, and then I'll have to start getting ready for work.
Before we start diving into our upcoming rocket buffs and damage testing, I need to clarify that statement just a bit more. Adaptive and aggressive frame rockets simply deal more damage than the precision and high impact counterparts. At the lowest end, we have precision rockets like the Palmyra B with a damage multiplier of 0.9. Now I know this makes sense considering that the intrinsic on the precision archetype has that track, offering much more forgiveness. Above precisions, there is high impacts, things like Code Duella or Sleepless, which have a default multiplier of 1. So going from precisions to high impact, we already have a 10% difference in damage. But then that grows even further. Adaptive rockets like Apex Predator and aggressive rocket launchers like Cold Comfort actually have a damage multiplier of 1.1. This means when comparing Apex Predator to, say, Palmyra B, Apex does about 20% more damage right out the gate. Now, I know to some of you that makes sense, but let's be real, the disparity was a bit too much. And ultimately, it ended up essentially killing this entire archetype of rockets.
What the fuck? Why do you have so much range?
Since Battle of the Decide from day one, and I would be willing to bet most of you haven't either. So with all that out of the way, what is the change coming in patch 7.3.5? By the way, it's just in a few weeks. Bungie is finally taking a look at decreasing that gulf between all of our rockets. The upcoming buff
And in the future, I'm probably just going to change this dirt into stone.
Less impact for roughly the same total damage. This should make them more effective versus groups, or when getting splash damage on a target with a near miss. Now the above changes also affect Deathbringer, Gallahorn, and Truth. Now we're going to touch on those exotics in just a moment, but we need to start with the bus to precision rockets. With patch 7.3.5, precisions will only have a 0.95 multiplier and will have 2 extra rockets by default. Now both of these changes are going to help, especially when total damage is concerned. However, keep in mind that 0.95 multiplier still means that precisions will be doing 15% less damage than adaptives and aggressives. Across, they track. Alright, I get it, Jesus. But at the same time, it's 15%. I know missing a rocket hurts a lot, but just don't miss. Now, granted, depends on what you're doing damage against, right? But it's the reserve buff that I really like to see. If you have a really long damage base, or if you're doing something like a day 1 raid, having a high reserve ammo count can make all the difference. Look at all the people that got stuck at Caretaker. Dude, having those extra 2 rockets could make all the difference there. Now, this also takes us to the high impact buff. With these rockets also receiving an increase in reserve ammo, the Bungie is going to be upping their explosion damage, but decreasing their impact damage. Now, this is still going to be the same total damage, but I think what this is going to really lean into is for those ad clearing rockets. And personally, guys, I actually do use rocket launchers for ad clear, most notably in the Moon Battleground Nightfall. I know no one likes Great Take Osprey, but it's a high impact.
Of course, all anyone has to talk about today, Vandal is heading to North Carolina.
I'm pumped. Let's go, North Carolina. America's #1 sports book is coming to North Carolina on March 11th. They can roll with rolls like Chain Reaction and Cluster Bomb. You can even rock a bipod roll with Build Prep and have a ton of rockets at your disposal. I've used this a number of times in this GM, and it works because, well, we have a way to top all for heavy ammo. And now Bungie is giving me more ammo? Oh, with it having more explosion damage, though. Damage.
Okay.
I think I'm able to dip into perks like Chain Reaction and others to take advantage of that even more. Now, how would this affect our exotic rocket launchers? Now, the wording here is very vague. It just says Deathbringer, Gallahorn, and Truth will also be affected. Will they also be receiving this damage increase? Or is this just going to be a reserve bump? Well, if we were just base things off of this rate of fire, that being 15, Gallahorn, Deathbringer, and Truth all fall within that high impact archetype. Meaning, technically, we should only be seeing a reserve bump. But this does require us to do some testing. Yes, we will be having pre and post testing on all 3 of these. I know it doesn't seem massive for, say, things like Gallahorn or Truth if they got that high percent buff.
Okay, get some stuff.
That would be noticeable. But again, pre and post testing will be required for that. Either way, more ammo for these 3 weapons is fantastic outside of maybe Truth, which I do not recommend ever using inside of PvE. Fellas, never use Truth inside of PvE. It literally does no impact damage because of grenades and horseshoes. So you're losing a ton of damage. So again, if you're looking to do damage or DPS, do not use Truth. It's fantastic for Dragon Guardians. I love it, just not for the damage stuff. Now, before we get into the numbers of our current sandbox, there's one last thing we need to look at, and that is the nerf coming to Bait Switch. Ah, yes. See, this is Bungie's way of pulling back some of those outliers. Bait Switch is a popular perk that gives you a 35% damage buff.
I am on the verge of fucking death.
35% to 30%. Now, this is specifically going to hit weapons like Apex Predator and Cold Comfort. Now, at first glance, you might think that this would make Explosive Flight a more popular option. But to be honest, guys, I'm probably still going to be rocking Bait Switch. Keep in mind, Explosive Flight doesn't buff Wolfpack rounds from Gallahorn, while Bait Switch does. So as it stands, for DPS scenarios, especially if you're using a Gallahorn on your team, Bait Switch will still be the way to go. Now, let's look at the other numbers. Starting out with our current sandbox, and each raid with no perks, their base reserves, which all actually come out to about 7, and just as well a Radiantary Greg. At the low end, we have Truth, obviously.
Yeah, the only way Bait and Switch is getting nerfed is if
Getting 558,000
Bungie just straight up come out and like nerf it into the ground.
578,520 damage.
Packed
Keep in mind,
ice.
Gallahorn is a support rocket launcher. Above Gallahorn is high impacts. We have Simi here, hitting at 620,130 damage. Then there's both adapters
Mangrove.
and aggressives, hitting at
Hope I kill
682,143
mangrove
damage.
stuff.
Reserves. And at the top
Red
is our exotic
mushroom.
Deathbringer with a whopping
A blue mushroom. Red dice. Ooh.
damage. Keep in mind, this varies. Tracking is pretty crazy, and this is just the total damage values. Before we get into the adjustments,
Pumpkin
to that
seeds.
total
Ah,
damage,
okay.
I do want to give a brief overview of the DPS values here. Now, keep in mind, the DPS values here leaves off a ton of things. I'm just giving you like the most basic rolls for each archetype without Wolfpack rounds being propped. So keep that in mind. This is just to give was a point of reference leading up to our change in update
Okay.
7.3.
Now I'm gonna go make some fences. More enough to.
We'll be doing a live breakdown of the best roles we have amongst all our different archetypes. So again, I can't stress this enough. This is base DPS, as in based on that archetype. Now let's start with Deathbringer. It actually tops out at a DPS value of 50,118. Valorant actually comes in second here, 47,811. Under that is Adaptives and Aggressives at 46,009.
Yeah, I can't sprint anymore. Shoot. Ooh, apple.
It's not being too
Apple.
big. And at the bottom is High Impacts with 41,900 and Precisions at 37,700.
Apple.
Now again, like I said a second ago, this is base DPS, no perks, nothing being procced, no god rolls. This is just to give you an understanding of where things sit in its most bare bones. Now how does this change in 7.3.5? Now we're assuming the exotics, again, are only receiving the ammo buffs. Precisions will correctly be dealing 5% more damage, and of course high impacts will not have their damage change. Starting again with total damage. Back down at the bottom, we have again Truth. This time it comes in at 631,939 damage. Now despite being the lowest, that is quite the jump thanks to those extra 2 shots. Just above Truth we have our
There we go.
Adaptives and Aggressives.
51 fences.
Still clock in at 682,143
Yeah, I could probably still
damage.
find a use for them.
These, we have Precisions with their total damage lying at 753,439. Now 2 extra rockets here and a 5% buff makes a big difference, especially in super long damage phases. Then above Precisions, we have Gallagher at 743,814 damage. Again, we're assuming our exotics here will be benefiting from that +2 ammo. Then at the top, we have our high impacts with a total of 797,310 damage. Fellas, that is quite the jump there. The only issue is finding a high impact that has great perk boosts. We don't have many of those, but I'm sure Bungie's going to give us a few going into the final shade. Now, Deathbringer has a tremendous amount of total damage at 1,215,954 damage. Again, I want to mention that Deathbringer is super inconsistent due to its seeking projectiles. There's a learning curve there, but again, DPS phase with Deathbringer can be pretty bumpy. Now, I'd like to point out that Precisions and high impacts are indeed higher than that of Aggressives and Adaptives, but that comes at the cost of DPS, as they are only higher when all ammo is consumed. In a short DPS phase, Adaptives and Aggressives are still the way to go. And looking at our DPS list here again, there will be no change in the rank, as the Precision Rocket DPS will only increase by 5%, still keeping them at the bottom, but slightly higher at 39,596 DPS. Everything else, though, will remain the same. I think this is a good thing, though, overall, considering that Bungie has a pro and con to these archetypes, and that needs to be the case. And in this case,
Motherfucker.
damage, but less
Eh.
DPS. And who knows, depending on the encounter, having those 2 extra rockets might make all the difference. Now, the last thing we need to look at is our nerf to bait switch. I know we've been looking at everything here in terms of base, but Apex with bait switch has been a go-to. It has a total damage of 678. This is with 2 shots not having a ball due to its time. If you look at explosive light, if you were to proc this for all 7 shots, its damage would be 886,785. Now, after the bait switch nerf, that total damage, of course, will drop to 819,789. Again, taking into account 2 of those shots lacking that buff. And then we have explosive light remaining the same.
I need to get to the wither. Or the, not the wither, the nether.
While explosive light includes orbs. In fact, that bait switch is able to increase
Emma's inviting you to a party.
comparison. It would appear that explosive
Is
light
it a birthday party?
recognize that bait switch, especially
No,
DPS
it's not a
phases,
birthday
so
party.
Gallagher will be the way to go. But this is still a good number to look at, especially for my solo players out there. So that's everything for our rocket
Gah. Let me breathe!
all of this, as well as a live damage test for every single god or rocket launcher we have in the game. But based on the numbers now, no, precision frames are not suddenly going to be meta overnight. In Deathbringer, if you can really master its technique, is going to have a hell of a lot of total damage after the updates. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always, slide that like button like your mother told you, bro.
Oh, right. You invited me to party. One moment. Not that. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm streaming.
You're streaming.
Yes.
No, I'm texting my mom right now. Yesterday's her birthday.
Well, that's good to know. I'm building a dock.
A dog. My mom's 50 today.
Very nice. My dad's 54.
My. Maybe my mom and your dad.
Hmm?
Maybe my mom and your
No.
dad would like to meet up together and they get married and then.
From what you've told me about your... maybe, but from what you've told me about your mom, my dad won't go for that crazy.
What?
You told me your mom was crazy. Like mine.
She wasn't. At one point.
Oh, is she doing better now?
Yeah, no, she's been clean for like 2-3 years.
Aw, I'm so happy for you. I left. My mom was still throwing her ass around in a bard.
A bard? She was like, your mom was a fucking bard? That's awesome.
Not a bard, a bar. She was trying to fuck guys in a bar.
Your mom was a bard that fucked guys in bars?
I'm building us a dock in Minecraft.
That's what's up. We can get our fucking ships a rolling.
Yeah. It's a simple dock right now because I don't have much to work with, but it's a good
It's okay,
fishing dock, and then we can build on it later. I could only stick around though for about an hour. I got called into work. I gotta work tonight. Ooh. Get back up to the surface. We really need to find a way to the Nether. And also, I have bad news.
What?
I was trying to go in your house to make night go away by sleeping in your bed. You didn't put torches in your house.
I know.
There was a creeper.
You fucking blew my house up?
Well, he did, but I fixed it back the way you had it. Though I had to move your chest and your furnace because I was moving quickly trying to make sure all your items wouldn't despawn. I got them all in the chest, it's rearranged. Well, first a zombie went in there, and then I thought only the zombie was in there. And then when I went in there to try and kill the zombie, the creeper walked out, and then by the time he walked out, I was stuck in the door and he exploded.
That literally happened to me yesterday at my house.
I put torches in there so the monsters would stop spawning.
You did not even try to fix this on me.
I did. Wait, I have glass.
Can you put a ceiling on this?
Oh, was there no ceiling?
There wasn't supposed to be a ceiling on this area. Oh damn, this got shut.
Oh.
This fucking skeleton. Oh.
He's got an enchanted boat.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. By the way.
Ew, homie, where you put, dude?
No, I'm just
a wall around my house.
No, I'm putting it around the hole. I'm marking it. I'm like, I have a plan for the hole.
I don't like it so close to my house.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah, just don't. I have a plan for this hole. Everything else you can do. And also that sand. See the tall sand hill in front of us?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm gonna build a lighthouse there.
Ooh, that means you're gonna need like a gravel. You need gravel so you can make the cement and shit. Cause the cement looks good. So you can make a fucking basic ass white and red one.
No, I'm gonna make white and black. It's one from where I live. It's called the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. It's Like white and it's like white with a black stripe.
Okay.
It's like fuck. I keep losing the 1v1. Thank you. By the way, I turned keep inventory on. I kept dying.
Oh, that means, bro, that means we can't get any fucking achievements.
I already did it. Well, I already did it yesterday.
Oh, did you really? Damn. Now I wanted to get achievements. I wanted this to be the world that we all fucking play and get the achievements on and shit. Fucking fight the Ender Dragon and shit.
Aww.
Aww.
Wait,
Whatever.
no, that's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
Or-
Because it's a cheat. Cheats.
But but the
disable-
cheats are still popping up in game. But the achievements are still popping up in game. Where like get stuff.
No, they aren't. Well, you can still see the achievements, but you can't get the achievements anymore because they're disabled now because you turned cheats on. But now they're gonna be disabled.
Fuck. Well, I just want to build. I wasn't planning on doing much with this world anyway.
I thought this was gonna be like our main world because like I was building this big ass house.
Well, remember we were planning on streaming it all, but I didn't stream it.
Oh yeah, shit. So we should start a new world. And shit.
Yeah.
We're
No,
not
I say finish
streaming
this
yet,
world
are
and then as we build it, and then we stream our
we?
start.
So what? We're gonna have like 2 playthroughs, one where we're just building, and then one where.
No, we just get done building our town, then we quit this
Yeah,
one, and then we really tried to go for the progression, like trying to get all the achievements.
Okay, my good, my shit's still in here. Wait, did he say Fulgrim?
Yeah.
Wait, like the place for Mortal Shell? You play in the place called Fulgrim.
Yeah, it's a common Eastern European name.
Dude, fucking Mortal Shell was weird. Like, not in the sense that it's like its playstyle was weird. I love Mortal Shell. That was a good game. But I mean, like, its idea. It's like I understand. Like, what it was trying to go was like a Bloodborne and Dark Souls, because it's like it had the idea of insight for Bloodborne, except they called it glimpses, and you used it to upgrade your character. And then it had shit like Tar. Tar was like your fucking the shit you use your souls. You got tar from people, but it's not like it's like red and it's called nectar. Nectar.
Yeah.
You can come in. Oh well shit. Fucking all 3 of you can come in. Hey City.
Is it your puppies?
Yeah. Come here.
Oh.
Come here. You always like sitting here. Jackie, you can get up there.
Fun fact, I figured out that the if you use hay on small animals, it'll bone meal them. And breeding
babies,
cows.
Yeah, it'll make the because it's food, so you're here doing that for them.
Yes.
My baby.
That's actually really good.
We have eggs, we have milk.
Okay, Sadie, you gotta get out to get the fuck out of here. You're not allowed in here anyways.
No.
Chill. Who the fuck are those people outside my house? Hold up.
No, sheep, you are not escaping. Good. Back in the hole. The baby cow tried to escape, but I said no. Apple. Ah! Good. Drown zombie. Oh no. Oh no, he did. Oh no, he did.
Genghis Khan's second son and successor was Jagatai Khan, and he was known as quite a just and lawful ruler, particularly compared to his father. And that's also how Jagatai Khan is seen in 40k. He's the leader of this horde of bikers, but he's also one of the more relatable and honourable.
By the way, have you seen the attack range of the fucking Drown?
Is because that would be just a little bit touchy. Right, Linan Russ of the Space Wolves is next. Russ is one of the early ones. Both Russ and the Wolves went through a few changes in the early fluff. Lehman Russ, Kievan Russ. Let's do some addition.
Hey, sand. Oh, did you turn all of my sand into sandstone?
No, that was mine. I was just putting shit into that chest because I couldn't figure out what was mine and what was yours, and I was just like, I have to get it off the ground before it despawns.
Okay. I was gonna be really upset if you turned all my sand into sandstone, because I don't want to go... I don't want to collect sand like that. Because I want to keep the sand in the areas that's got sand.
Yeah, sorry. That's all mine.
Greed. Yes! My army is growing.
Army of wolves. Ow! The fuck? Why?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One of them needs to die.
I know. I'm breeding all of them until we have a lot, so then I can harvest them for leather. And then I'm gonna leave 2.
7.
Yeah, but it's a really low drop chance.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is a really low drop chance?
Leather.
For me and food anyways. That is such a
Do you have iron to spare for armor?
no, but
Then
I have armor. I have armor.
Yes, but you have armor. I don't.
No, I have armor in my chest. In my chest I've got armor in there.
Can you share?
I just said go in my fucking chest.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
There's like gold armor in there if you want it. That's all I got.
I saw it, but I didn't think.
So I'm only wearing it because it gives me a little bit of armor. Apart from that, I think it's honestly kind of shit.
Yeah, well, actually, it's gold armor.
No, gold armor is good. It's got good defense. It's just weak. But honestly, at the same time, it actually isn't. But I've got like a fucking enchanted helmet.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Where'd that creeper come from?
You blew my tree up. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fucking keeping me away. Oh shit, did you do this?
What?
Make this little area over here?
Yeah.
Flows? I like that.
Yeah, making us a river. Or at least like a canal, so we can get boats in and out.
Here, I'll make it deeper over in this area slightly. Just so it doesn't look completely flat.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was planning on doing that. Make it like 3 blocks deeper. That's what I was planning on doing. That way it would look more realistic.
Ooh, dude, a bridge right above it would be gnarly.
So he's Iron with his iron hands, leading the Iron Hands. He's also called the Gorgon, which is meant to be because he's grim of aspect and kind of ugly. But of course, that's a reference to the home world of the Iron Hands, Medusa. The Gorgons are the snake-headed ladies of Greek myth, one of which was named Medusa. And of course, looking at them will turn you to stone, which wasn't pleasant either. We're in the really easy middle bit of the Primarch. The Primarch is Angron, who is angry and leads the World Eaters, who are also angry. I mean, I really think that's it. There's nothing else there. 30.
Yeah, his entire, like I said, entire storyline of Angron. Read the story of
Hello.
Angron and Syria, and read the story of Syria.
Hey, can you make me a stone pickaxe so I don't have to use my iron pickaxe on this?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I really don't like the look of this.
What?
I know it's different way to make this. I got a bunch of logs, I can make it log instead.
Nah, I like it. It looks like rope and stuff. Like a very basic dot. Do the logs on the front, but leave the, I like how the sides are. Because the whole idea was I was going to use the fences and then put lights on the bottom of the fences and be like, this is a diving dock.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna show you 1 second. Just one, like, I'm gonna do the first two and just show you what it would look like. Even you could put, I think you could put ladders above it. Or in it, so you can, like, climb up or some shit. I was gonna do it like that from where those were. And then I was gonna do in the back, like, in the front, it was gonna be upside down staircases. And then right on the sides, right here, it was gonna be where you could put your boat, like on these little things. And I was gonna put a lantern on top of it. But it's your dock. I'm just making a recommendation.
Actually, yeah, do that.
Okay.
Just do it like that, and then I'm gonna on the I want to keep these to have these like little.
Yeah, you can have those little ones. Just let me do it like one more.
Yeah. Technically, I was gonna.
Let me do two at the bottom, like all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I like the middle looking like it's broken or some shit. Like it's being held on by a thread.
Like rope.
Yeah, like ropey.
Yeah, we need to get to the nether.
Break, bitch. Holy shit, I'm dead, guy. I keep forgetting I'm... God damn, I keep forgetting they're not cave.
Interestingly, planet Egypt in 40k is called Prospero, which is the name of the magician in Shakespeare's The Tempest, so there is a reference in there, it's just not one that features the Primarch. Also, while we're on the subject, Prospero's servant in The Tempest was a creature called Caliban, a sort of utility.
You want up? Here, I'll get you up.
Guy, and of course, the Dark
I got you. I got you. Down you go.
I can't remember what language it's derived from, but learned people in the esoteric were called magi. From back in the day, they were called magi. So yeah, there's no.
Could really go for a hamburger.
Yeah.
Ancient Egyptian god. In the mythology, Horus was the son of head gods Osiris and Isis, but when Osiris is killed by his brother Set, Horus is hidden away and grows up in secret, eventually returning to back in Set for his rightful crown. It's a story familiar from lots of mythologies. Horus is particularly associated with inheritance and kingship, and getting his rightful place as the successor of his father, which is pretty out already. Lupercal is Roman, though. The mythological found true Romulus and
Behind you.
Remus were said to be nursed by a she-wolf as babies. In Latin, lupus means wolf. The Lupercal is the cave in which they happened, and the Romans actually had a fertility festival called Lupercalia in Rome. So, Horus Lupercal is a mix of one of the two founders of an empire and a god famous for inheriting his rightful place as ruler. Prologue 17 is Lorgar of the word bearing.
And like I said, in the ancient Sumerian, it means cringe.
As far as I can tell, Lorgar isn't really a direct reference to
This is all you've been doing.
Huh?
it kind of sounds like the
This is all you've been doing.
which means
Yeah, today.
deductive reasoning. He also has a couple other names.
And then I planned to do a lot more, like start on that Basically, what I want to do with the hole is I'm going to put my house there, and I'm going to make it my big manor. And then I was going to maybe start on the base of the, like, lighthouse, but then I got called into work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only got...
Russell's going down. He's got a lot of that fucking scout shit to do.
Understandable.
Much of William Blake's poetry had not religious themes. The joke here is, of course, that while Urizen and Logos are both references to deductive reasoning, Logos or Hammer is the representative of blind faith in the divine, starting from
Yeah, where'd my phone go?
gods
Oh,
that
there it
really
is.
do exist and then casting around trying to find one to worship. Because he's an idiot. Okay, Vulcan of the Salamanders is a relatively easy one with a lot connected to it. The Salamanders in 40k are hardy artisans with an affinity for fire and flame. In fact, that's why they're called Salamanders. In various mythologies, the Salamander was said to be either immune to fire or could create fire. In Roman mythology, Vulcan was the god of fire, the forge, and metalworking, whose symbol was a blacksmith's hammer, just like Vulcan in 40k. Also in 40k, the Salamanders are based on the moon Prometheus, which orbits the planet of Nocturne, where Vulcan grew up in the city of Hesiod. In Greek mythology, Prometheus was the titan who stole fire from the gods, and the first reference we have to that story in ancient writings is from the Roman poet Hesiod. In the myth, Prometheus is punished by the gods by being bound in chains and tortured. An eagle eats his liver every day, but he's immortal, so the liver regrows each night, and then the torture goes on forever. And that's Vulcan. The story is very similar to what happens with Vulcan himself during the Horus Heresy, chained up by the Night Haunter, tortured every day, but unable to die because he's immortal. Right, I think the last two here are just a case of the writers needed to come up with some names really fast because they are Ferrus Mass levels of silly. Corvus Corax is the Primarch of the Raven Guard. Corvus Corax is the Raven, the common Raven. And Alpharius is the Primarch of the Alpha Legion. Alpha is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, so calling the very last legion number 1 is sort of a joke. But the Black Library authors have run with this over the years. There's an in-world rumour that he was actually the first to be found.
No longer in World Rumor. Alpharius never left Terra. Alpharius never left Terra. Yeah.
Twin brother is called Onigo, which is the last letter of the Greek alphabet, but all of that is written after the fact. I would guess the reason he's called Alpharius is because someone had a deadline to hit. Anyway, there we go. 20 Primarchs named after a bunch of stuff, sometimes careful allusions to literary history that show you just how deep the references in 40k go, and sometimes not. And to be honest, the whole of 40k is a bit like this. Part of the fun in 40k is all those historical, literary, and mythological references all mixed up together in one big pot. So there's a few more videos I can do like this. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Thanks for watching.
Also, just remember, the entrance to the underground farm is marked by a torch.
So this
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be going in there that much.
Eh.
and I was not let down at all.
I'm looking at the flying this shit.
The Perturaba reference was worth the price of admission in and of itself, okay? I had no idea. Some of these references are just great, are absolutely wonderful. Cat. What
I know Russell's actually living down there.
what's that?
He just built a house into the side of it. I was actually going to build this grand staircase where he put this house to where we could get back down here, and I'm just like, do I demolish his house to build it and build him a new one, or do I just leave it be?
Email for a renewal form from your state.
Ah, just leave it be.
Okay.
Back right away so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose Medicaid or shit, visit healthcare.gov to see if you're eligible to enroll in a low-cost, quality health plan. Keep your family covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Get out.
Forge's Eye, Katasakaris. I might rewatch that while I'm at work.
The site can be set for some of the actual wizards, and of course some of the early figures of the traders, such as Sherlock Clouseau, Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau. I can't remember his full name. Then you have Sly Marvel, which is a play off of Rambo and Sylvester Stallone, whose name was Sly. You have the Catachan Jungle Fighters, which are nothing more than mini
Oh, by the way, actually,
period.
You might want to come down here. You want to see some shit?
What?
Come down here right quick.
What is it?
Like, come down here. Like, trust me, you want to see. Oh, Margot! Wait. Why is there a zombie villager?
There's zombie villagers everywhere up here.
There's what? What?
They just spawn once in a while.
That's disconcerting.
No, it's just because we have a lot of crops and shit, so it's making it so we can. Because it thinks we're trying to make a village, but there's no villages around.
Oh, I made a path, and you have a house, and we have a farm. Wait, can you just make a... Oh yeah, you can. You can do that, can't you?
What?
Look at his chest room.
I made that chest room.
Oh. I thought he did it. I wondered where you got all the wood.
Where the fuck did he get all? Oh, yeah, no, I made the fucking chest and shit.
Oh, this is his house. He was just living in here.
Look at some of these.
Okay. We just got various veggies growing down here. I've just tried to get enough to breed the cows.
I think only pigs. Yeah, he made a shitty little fireplace.
Mm-hmm. I got all the cows fucking... Oh, hello, Mr. Enderman. Excuse me.
Several of these I didn't know where they came from. So the portion of the horse from I knew Lupercal had something to do with Roman. Didn't quite know what else was that. Aurelian is Roman influence, but Lorgar is cringe. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna take off from here. If you're a Warbearers fanboy, I don't apologize. Lorgar is cringe. Past all that points. Warpugs, head down to the links in the description.
God damn it. Look, I dropped my controller.
Did you drop a shovel?
No, I dropped my controller. No, you need to move this way.
I have an iron shovel.
No, maybe until the zombie got it. There it is. Come on. There you go.
Check the description out for my links as well. The Patreon to my fourth hole where I have good times when I was war crimes. I have all this other kind of stuff up there. I'm actually going to get in my brick. Like, I sent out for, I'm pretty much going to have a full thing of just shirts that people send me, Warrior Tier shirts, Fat Nutrition, and my old stuff. Thank you for checking out this.
I'm just using the trench we found on spawn. I'm just using that as our mine.
Okay.
So,
Sadie, get out of the way. I'm on my phone right now, babe.
15 minutes.
situations. Regardless, thank you so much for tuning in to Options as always. I'm
Ow.
not as always with this episode. Mackinac, the White Scars, and Ravenclaw. Vote in the comments, and we will see you next week for somebody. It's probably going to be Malcador, dude. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that would be so close for the last poll. This one was literally a coin flip. Yeah, so we'll see you then. And as always, thank you for being here.
That was actually sad.
What?
I see a skeleton on fire just looking at the at the sun like fuck my life. He's just staring at the sunrise over the ocean. He's like fuck my life.
Oh shit. Fucking.
Need a door. Oh hey, they actually put in leather horse armor. That's actually cool.
The horse armor's been a thing, bud. And then sooner or later, in the next update, we're gonna get wolf armor.
That's cool. Oh yeah, you have to kill I found two sheep.
Armadillos, and we can get that type of wolf armor, but we can also make like iron and leather, I think, and a gold, I think.
Yes. Come on, you two, come over here.
Where'd my crafting table go?
I have no idea. It wasn't in my inventory, and I picked up all your shit. Yeah, I need your help.
What?
I need you to push these two sheep into the pen before they. Ooh, they might figure it out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yay!
that they'll just jump in. Now I need to cut down some of these trees because there's too many.
Yes, we have sheep.
Now just make them a cool little color. You should make it pink. I have pink things over here. You should make one of the sheep pink.
We have a black and a pink sheep. A black, a white, and a pink.
Yeah, so we can all just get like regular white wool or pink wool or black wool.
Yeah. Okay, I will be right back. Again, I'm going... No, they despawned. They despawned. No. I had two pigs over here too. I was gonna breed them with our
They
pig.
didn't despawn, they just ran.
Oh. I've been looking for this stuff too. Hehehe. We got a really good spawn. There's just like so many goodies around here.
You should see the spawn for my world. There's just hella trees, there's hella animals. I have like 20, 30 pieces of fucking beef and then like 10 fucking chickens. There's donkeys everywhere.
He was offered a seat on the High Council alongside that of his good friend, Mace Windu, and his master, Grand Master Yoda. But Dooku refused the seat. Dooku was very forward-thinking of Jedi. His thoughts dwelled on things more grand scale than the Jedi code. He knew his politics well, and he understood the greater need for the Jedi to be better in the galaxy. The Jedi had become way too political for Dooku, and the Jedi's reliance on approval from the Senate was ruining their output into the galaxy.
There's so many underwater caves around here.
Scary, right?
No, that's actually cool. And I found a granite cave, so I can get some granite. That's actually dope.
I'm playing a lot for Rana recently.
That's nice. Oh hey, another wolf.
He was trying to was a gift from a student, and Qui-Gon would have never wanted to keep it, but he gave it to his master because he was thankful for the experience and lessons and the time he was gifted to have. Qui-Gon had a lot of appreciation for his
Let's
master.
see. I need an axe.
Dooku and Qui-Gon had a great relationship
Other-
after their teaching together.
Hopefully of the wood variety.
Or so, their blades smashed each other's perfectly.
Why a wood axe? Just make a stone axe.
With Dooku about trading
Oh, I meant like like an axe for wood.
Oh.
Instead of the legs of the Sith assassin that killed Qui-Gon, Dooku then moved back up to his seat as he sat quietly with his head in his hands. He closed his eyes and thought about leaving the Order, believing that if Qui-Gon was killed, the chances of Obi-Wan dying were just as likely. Dooku stood up and moved over to
Dude, I don't like how yucky this fucking bee nest is sounding right now.
No, don't get rid of it. Those things are actually stupidly rare.
No, I didn't say I was getting rid of it. I just said I don't like the fucking noises it's making.
You are
When it's
currently
full.
setting.
When it's full,
Oh.
it makes like a...
I got some bottles if you want to like collect the honey.
Yeah, I got a bottle, but I'm thinking of holding on to that honey until I get a sheet, 'cause I think we can get honeycomb and then I can make a beehive and then get more bees. Can let them breed and shit.
You're just making a homestead.
Yeah.
That's actually dope.
I didn't want anything around it because I was gonna put fort walls. I was gonna make walls out of straight log.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's pretty fine.
The Dooku had two ideas. The first one being that he'd leave the Order and take the boy with them, or that instead he'd join the Council and tell them that he would train the boy on behalf of them. The seats were relatively filled on the Council, so that may prompt to be an issue for him. But there was also another way for him to do this perfectly. He just needed the trust that the Force would guide him on this endeavor. Dooku moved out of his room and made his way for the Jedi Council chambers. Master Yoda was usually up during the night, and he assumed that the best way to have a conversation with the Grand Master alone would be now, when there would be no one other than maybe Master Plo Koon or Yaddle still awake in the council chambers. Most of the other members were usually asleep by this point. Dooku
Hello,
walked out
Mr.
of
B.
his room and walked through the temple corridors. He nodded at those who he knew and smiled at those who he didn't. Dooku was well known throughout the Order. He was the final student of Grand Master Yoda, and he was one of the best duelists the Order had.
I'm glad trees drop sticks now. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they always drop sticks. I think they just increased the buff rate or something. Cause dead ass, I was cutting down trees in my world for like a good while to make my house. A whole stack of apples and then some, like a stack and a half, or a stack and like 50 apples. And then like 4 stacks of sticks. Like it's crazy.
There's something weird down there. Ooh, we got magma stone.
I don't really see a use for it except for sucking something down, like water. Or not water, but for bubbles and... I think soul sand is way better.
Oh, did they fix that in fucking PlayStation where doors don't block water?
Nope.
What?
No, they don't. Not anymore.
Oh, that's bullshit. Is that so they could keep people from like getting out of waterlogged locations?
Getting in and out of the temple cheaply.
Oh, Fucking water breathing
It's like you
potions
can't
are
place
so.
torches down for a minute.
What?
It's like how you can't replace torches underwater to get just like a bubble or two.
Oh, you can't do that anymore?
No. It's either sand, or not sand, it's either, use a magma block, use a soul block, or like a soul sand block, or use water potion, I think. Maybe torches still work, I don't know, I don't go in water a lot.
But it was the contrary. It was Obi-Wan Kenobi. He looked winded, and he looked as if he had been crying. Yoda asked what would happen to him, as he told the four Jedi before him that Master Qui-Gon had been killed by the Sith assassin. Obi-Wan then told him that he killed this assassin, but Qui-Gon had just about died by the time he got around to him. Yoda sighed. He asked Obi-Wan about the rest of the invasion. Obi-Wan told him that Anakin blew up the Trade Federation blockade over the planet, while the Gungans won the battle in the fields, and the Queen seized the throne and captured Nute Gunray. Yoda told Obi-Wan that the Council would be there to memorialize Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan asked what his orders were, and Yoda simply told him to stay put.
No, you can't place torches underwater.
As Dooku
No, not anymore, damn.
asked
Nope.
what he would like to talk about. Again, Dooku told Yoda he would like to trade the Chosen One. Yoda rubbed his chin. This was certainly a divisive topic. Mace Windu didn't want Anakin to be trained, just like some of the other members of the Council, including Obo Rancis, Koth, and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Plo Koon and Yaddle were more for it, while the rest of the members had a neutral position on how they felt towards the issue. Dooku told Yoda that Qui-Gon would have traded the White regardless of what the Council said, and then told his former master that it would be the same case for him, as Plo Koon from the corner of the room spoke up and said that it would be fair to have an accomplished master, such as Dooku, train Anakin. Yaddle concurred. Moments after this was said, Mace Windu walked into the room, followed closely by Ki-Adi-Mundi and Eeth Koth. They asked what this was about, as Yoda expressed that Master Dooku would like to train the Jedi's Chosen One. They all asked what prompted this, as Yoda responded telling the three members that Qui-Gon had been killed on Naboo by the Sith assassin. Mace sighed. He walked up to Dooku and placed his hand on his shoulder and offered him his apologies for the loss of his former student. Dooku thanked him as the three masters sat down. Mace looked at Dooku and then over to Yoda. He spoke up asking why Dooku wanted to train the boy. Dooku told them that he had a vision of Qui-Gon's death before Kenobi could confirm what had happened. Dooku then thought about saying what he was going to say, and then he was about to tell them that he thought about leaving the Order. Instead, he looked across the way and decided to tell them a lie. He told the Council that he wanted to train the boy because he understood how to train a Jedi who wasn't like the rest of his peers. Mace asked Dooku that if Anakin were permitted into the Order, what would he do in terms of training Anakin with a group of students? Dooku nodded his head, and he knew that Anakin would be treated badly as he would be an outcast to his peers. So he told them that instead he would like to take Anakin under his wing and train him away from the Order itself. Mace asked Dooku what he would do if the Order didn't permit Anakin into the Order. Dooku said blankly that he would take Anakin to his home planet of Sereno and train him in the ways of the Force himself. Yoda rubbed his chin, asking if that meant Dooku would just abandon the Order for a boy that he never met. Dooku nodded his head. He spoke up telling them that he trusted his apprentice's intuition, and then he said that he learned that from Master Yoda, suggesting that Yoda should do the same and trust the intuition of his student Dooku. Yoda looked at Dooku, and then the rest of the Council looked the same direction. Mace spoke up. He said that they would have a long ride all the way to Naboo to memorialize Qui-Gon. On the way, the Council would have time to think about the decision.
Fancy turkey. Fancy mint.
Fancy, ooh, fancy.
Ooh, fancy.
His arms, disappointed by the result. While Dooku didn't really need to stick it neck out for Anakin, he was willing to make the sacrifice on behalf
Oh
of
shit, I got another beehive.
Though Dooku
Nice.
was aware of the promise that Obi-Wan had made to Qui-Gon before his death. The Council, over the course of the next few hours, would load up with the newly elected
Yeah, I just got
Chancellor of
30
the
apples.
Republic
You have 3 apples.
30.
30 apples.
The trip would be relatively silent. No one
That's actually dope.
Windu sat quietly as he thought about what he would decide for Dooku's future and the future of this proclaimed chosen one. Windu did believe that
I'm down in the in the underwater mine. There's actually some magma blocks down here, so you can get air.
Based on what Dooku said,
Alright.
that maybe teaching Anakin would go well for both parties, for the Jedi and for Anakin. Especially considering it seemed as if Dooku would be isolated from the rest of the Jedi Order, giving Anakin adequate time to adjust to being a Jedi. Yoda went through a similar process, though it was fair to say that maybe being his former student, he was a little bit biased in this scenario. Regardless, the trip ended as all of the council members left the shuttle with the Chancellor to find the Jedi Padawan named Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was standing next to the small boy that was the Chosen One. Anakin looked up, seeing faces he recognized and others he did not. Dooku walked over and patted Obi-Wan on the shoulder. Obi-Wan briefly smiled at Master Dooku and then nodded at him. The group of Jedi and the Chancellor would eventually reconvene at the steps of the Thean Palace as a massive progression came towards them. A parade celebrating the unity between the Naboo and the Gungans. It was a massive celebration throughout the streets of Theed. The world finally came to peace within itself. Though at the end of the day, the council would gather around as they watched as they ceremonially buried Qui-Gon Jinn, burning the corpse of his body in fire outside the palace. Dooku looked over from the fire to see Obi-Wan and Anakin standing next to one another. Dooku noticed Obi-Wan lean over to talk to him. While Dooku never had a chance to hear what the council thought, he didn't press the question. A busy day. Dooku didn't know what Obi-Wan told Master Yoda, but he told him that he promised Master Qui-Gon that he would train Anakin. Yoda had agreed with Obi-Wan training Anakin, even though he really didn't want to. Regardless, it would eventually be time for the Jedi and the Chancellor to return to Coruscant. Anakin was ready to become a Jedi, but he wasn't ready for it secretly. Part of him feared the unknown, and the unknown was what the temple life would hold for him. The temple was a bit scary. It was a massive structure with hallways larger than Star Cruisers. It was also unbelievably quiet. You couldn't hear people talking or a footstep not more than a meter away. Anakin would be escorted into the youngling wing of the Jedi Temple.
I wish they would make it where
He was
fucking torches would light the room up when you hold them, like it is in Terraria.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I think that it's I mean, mods do that, but we can't get mods like that.
Unless you want to pay for them on here.
Dooku was very confused as he then asked why Obi-Wan would be pushed into teaching the role of the Chosen One rather than a normal or even an already established Jedi Master. Yoda said that Obi-Wan promised Qui-Gon to teach the boy the ways of the Force. It was his final promise to Qui-Gon, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. Dooku respected Obi-Wan for staying so dedicated to this, but there was an issue. Padawan moving past being a knight into
Oh, we just got a fucking potato from that zombie.
it wasn't
Nice.
So we don't need it.
believe Obi-Wan could train a boy. It was more of how well he could train Anakin. Because Anakin wasn't a normal boy. Had he been born inside the Order and raised as a Jedi, there'd be no issue with him. But Anakin needed a father figure, and someone that was only a decade or so older than him wouldn't exactly fit that fatherly role, in Dooku's opinion. Especially a fatherly role like that demanded excellence. Dooku told the council that he would like to talk to Kenobi about training the boy. Yoda told Dooku to be wary. Kenobi wouldn't budge. Dooku told Master Yoda to trust in his ability to get the right thing done. Dooku bowed to the council and walked out of the chambers. He knew that Kenobi would be in Jin's room, so that's where he went. Dooku left the elevator once he got to the bottom, inside of the grand halls of the Jedi Temple. Dooku looked around and then eventually found his way to the corridor where the Masters rooms were. Walking through the area, he felt Kenobi's presence as he turned the corner and ran into Kenobi standing quietly in Qui-Gon's room. Obi-Wan no longer had his Padawan braid, but his hair was short and stiff as he turned around and bowed to Master Dooku. Dooku and Obi-Wan smiled at one another as Kenobi told Dooku that Qui-Gon was a fine Jedi, experienced, mature, wise, and kind. Obi-Wan thanked Dooku for providing a Jedi Master in Qui-Gon that gifted him an extraordinary training and experience. Dooku smiled and patted Kenobi on the back as Dooku walked
Ooh, I found something. That's a big cave. Ooh, I can't even see that fucking bottom. Okay, I'm going to go get some water, and then I'm exploring. Okay, bucket. Wait, can you not swim directly up through, like, pillar anymore?
What'd you say?
Can you swim up through water anymore? Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast game. Thanks for guys for coming out. See you later.